All right, I am getting the stream started right now. This should be the Gaming at IU stream being hosted by yours truly, Ravlin Bay. Um, my stream should be hosting the Gaming at IU stream as well. We have a couple of Rocket League matches today. This is the day 2 of the Northern Conference Qualifier tournament. Our first match for the IU Rocket League team will be against Ravens Red, apparently a team from Canada, and this is in the quarterfinals. As soon as I have more information for you, I will let you all know as soon as we're in game.
4 twist carries over to
All right, looks like we are about ready to jump in the game here. So this is IU Rocket League versus Ravens Red, and we are just waiting for them to jump into the lobby here. So as soon as they're in, we will be able to go on this best of 5 series between IU Rocket League and Ravens Red. Apparently we are just waiting for the other team to jump in. As soon as they are in, we will be ready to go. Yeah, I can. Sorry, I just answered a question that was asked of me in Discord on stream. Yes, I left. Oh, it appears that they have all gone for the same car model now. One of them had a different car model previously. And it looks like IU will once again be the orange team today. Now, the deal with this tournament is the top 4 from each bracket are going to make the finals, or make the league. If IU wins 2 more, they will be in the league. All right, so it looks like for Ravens Red, we've got Surser, Missile, and Soto Sopa. And once again for IU, we've got Sidonia, Nicklet, and Tech as our typical team. Let's see if IU is going to play their traditional, incredibly aggressive game, trying to make those shots on goal. They have gotten it down over to Ravens Red side of the field. Cydonia bouncing it off the back wall. Nicklet going in, and a fantastic save from Cersuro. I'm going to go with Cersuro. And once again, Cersuro makes another fantastic save. But there we have IU making those strong shots onto goal and just trying to make sure that they keep that pressure up. Cydonia knocks it up to Tech, who follows it up. Cydonia is coming over again. Nicklet trying to get the tap in, but not quite able to make it. And we are still 0-0 here with about 4 minutes left in the game. Alright, Cydonia knocking it back over, trying to prevent Ravens Red from having some aggression there. Sopa comes in from behind and is able to regain control of the ball while they had an open net, so that was a good defensive play on Ravens Red's part there. Cydonia coming through, trying to make some shots. Cydonia does do a demolition onto Sopa. Just trying to remove one of those defenders for a moment to see if they can use that that momentary power imbalance to score a goal. Tech and Cydonia setting up for a breakaway downfield, and Cydonia nearly taps it in but just misses the ball. That was a very close one. Cydonia keep trying. Nicklet then just bounces it over the head of Sopa for a score. It is now 1-0 IU with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Alright, Cydonia gets the first touch and launches it onto Ravens Red side of the field with a follow-up from Tech, but Nicklet does miss that ball. Cydonia is able to get back in time to make the save. Cydonia going for the refill on boost. Tech knocking it over Ravens Red's team head and going again for another shot on goal, but Cerso does manage to make the save. All three players on Ravens Red are playing quite defensively now, but Cydonia did pick up a full amount of boost, and while Tech does come in to try to tap that ball into the net, it was a miss. Alright, ball coming down onto the Ravens Red side of the field, and Cercero making an attempt, but thwarted by Tech. Nicklet also takes out Missile in the time here, and Tech knocks that in off of the back wall bounce. Tech knocks it up and gets his own rebound, taps it right in. All right, 2-0 with 1 minute and 31 seconds left in this game. IU has a fairly solid lead here, although with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, anything could happen. So if IU stays true to form, they are going to try to run up that score, make it just incredibly hard for Ravens Red to mount any kind of comeback. Nicklet again knocks it in with the assist from Tech. So we've got Tech launching it up on the wall, bouncing off. Nicklet then just taps it right in under the nose of Ravens Red. So IU is not the style of team to play defensively and try to just run out the clock. Their style seems to be let's run up the score as high as possible. I think they are both. Oh, that was so close. Unfortunately, Cydonia wasn't able to quite get the right angle on that shot on goal. I do think that IU plays the mental game here, where they're not just trying to win the game, they're also trying to break their opponent's spirit, because this is a 5-game series. It's not just one. So with 30 seconds left, it is still 3-0 for IU. And oh, that was real close, Nicklet. Didn't quite make that one in to make it 4-0, but we're still at 3-0 with 15 seconds left to the game. All right, and there we go. We've got game one going to IU 3-0. And there we see Nicklet coming along with the most shots on goal by far. Nicklet really sort of finding his stride here as this game goes on, and we go into spectate again. That is one nice thing about Rocket League games, is that you play the matches back to back to back, and as soon as you finish one, you go on to the next one, with a maximum of about 1 minute between. So there we go. Nick coming in with the assist from Cydonia, just knocks it straight into that goal. 4 seconds into this match, and there we go. It looked like Cicero was trying to dribble the ball, and just Nicklet came in and just knocked it straight into the goal, stole that ball away. And Sopa does manage to even up the score 1-1 with 4 minutes and 39 seconds left in this game. Quite a good goal. I do think that IU could have saved that if they had a slightly better read on what was happening there. Cydonia once again charges forward, gets that first touch. Cicero tries to get a shot on goal there, but just manages to hit the wall, allowing Cydonia to pick up possession of the ball, and very nearly keeps it against all three of the enemy of the Ravens Red team. Sopa does manage to get a save, and Cicero gets a save as well. Now, here we go. IU just playing their very typical aggressive game, trying to get those shots on goal as much as they can. If they can keep just like that, Nick gets another goal with 4 minutes and 4 seconds left. We are up 2-1 against Ravens Red. All right, back to the kickoff, back with everyone with 33% boost to start here. Nicklet gets the pass off of his teammate and tries to knock it down on Ravens Red side of the field, but they manage to prevent that. Cydonia manages to make a shot onto goal that even Cicero has to react to, despite the fact that it was a fairly slow ball. Cydonia once again taking another shot, and Sopa has to respond and make that save. Heck knocks it away from our goal, as does Nicklet, but Cicero once again trying to make those shots, and Sopa just misses that shot. None of IU would have been able to respond to that one, so unfortunately they were not able to capitalize on that moment where all of IU was in the air and would not have been able to react in time for that. So again, we're at 3 minutes left in this game, and we are up 2-0, and Cydonia manages to just knock it straight into that goal. Cydonia launches it off, gets his own rebound, and goes straight over both of the Ravens Red players and goes straight into the middle of that goal. 2 minutes, 59 seconds left, and we are up 3-1 IU versus Ravens Red. Cydonia gets eliminated by Sopa, but that does not stop IU from making 2 shots on goal there, trying to once again run up that score. They have a strategy, and that strategy is frankly score as many goals as possible and just not just win the game, but sort of as Ender and Ender's Game does. He doesn't want to win this fight, he wants to win all of them at once. IU seems to be wanting to win all of these fights at once, not only winning the game, but trying to break the soul of their enemies by scoring as many goals as possible. Now, I think more skilled teams won't necessarily fall into a trap like that, letting themselves get tilted by IU. But I do think that that is a valid strategy that IU is trying. And I think it does help them win a lot of games, because pure aggression does win games. It gets them more goals, and more goals you have, more games you win. Nick did not have the boost or the angle to go after that one, but Cydonia then once again just taps it right in after a rebound off of the backboard. Tech sets it up, Cydonia comes in and taps it in. There was not even a Ravens Red player there able to respond to it. So with a minute 27 seconds left, IU is up 4-1 versus Ravens Red. Tech comes in with a fantastic save, but both Tech and Nicklet were going for that save together. Sodasopa manages to get a score as Cydonia just slightly misses the ball there, and there was no one else to defend. So with a minute and 11 seconds, it is 4-2. IU is currently ahead. Ravens Red needs to score 2 goals to make this go to overtime, 3 goals to actually take the match. Keep in mind, this is a best of 5 game, so it is the first to 3 wins. 1 minute remaining, and Ravens Red must be feeling the pressure right now, making sure that they need to get those 2 more goals at least to get this into overtime, if not a 3rd goal, which is going to be hard to do with IU taking possession of the ball and sort of just trying to run down the time. Cydonia makes a nice save, launches it back against the Ravens Red side of the field. IU is just, at this point, I think they are just trying to run out the clock. I don't see quite as many aggressive plays, but there are still some. I mean, Cydonia and Tech setting up each other, trying to launch the balls, and Tech makes the shot, but is far too high. 10 seconds left. It is 4-2 for IU. Is Ravens Red going to be able to score another one? The IU guys don't seem to think so. They're already calling good game in their chats, and it is game 2 goes to IU. So, as we can see from that, IU had 11 shots on goal, while the Ravens Red only had 5 shots on goal. They had more saves, but they had more opportunities for saves. So if IU manages to take this 3rd game, they will be able to end this with a clean 3-0 sweep against Ravens Red. I think that is their goal, so that they'll be able to save themselves a little energy and a little effort going further on. And Nicklet just kicks it in. I'm not even sure where the rest of Ravens Red team was. Sodasopa was there. Cydonia makes contact with Sodasopa, which prevents him from getting back to where he needs to go, and Nicklet just knocks it straight in. I do think if Ravens Red team had been a little bit more communicative and seen that their teammate needed some help there, they might have been able to put a player back there to make that save. All right, so with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game number 3, IU is up 1-0. All 3 players making some defensive plays. Nicklet dribbling it down the field, bringing it up into the air, bouncing off the backboard, and neither Cydonia nor Tech were there to make that shot. Oh, Nicklet with the excellent save. That ball was easily over halfway over the plane of that goal. And Nicklet was just behind it, able to knock it back out. But unfortunately, Missile is able to kick it in. So Saraso sets it up, and Missile is able to tap it in. Apparently, Nick did not have enough boost to get that high into the goal to make that save. So, with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left, we are tied up 1-1. Nicklet passes to Sidonia, who is trying to bounce it off the wall and make that shot, but Ravens Red takes over. Cicero knocks it up, but then both Sidonia and Nicklet are here knocking it into their own back wall, and Sodasopa makes a very good attempt at a goal, but once again Nicklet there for the save. As his car was falling down from the wall behind their goal, Nicklet was able to prevent that ball from going in. All right, IU has moved the ball back down to Ravens Red's side of the field, trying to get some shots there. 4 players all on this ball at the same time, and Sidonia is the one who manages to knock it back down towards that end of the goal. Nicklet does take a shot, but doesn't quite have the angle to do it. Tech sets up a shot, but there was not anyone able to follow up on that. It seems that at that point IU had retreated to make sure that they were able to guard their own goal in case Ravens Red managed to take control of that one. Nicklet was doing a front flip trying to get to that ball, but got knocked out of the way by Ravens Red, so that both players ended up missing that ball and no one had control of it. All right, Ravens Red is doing a much better time this game of keeping the ball down on IU's side of the field, and Cicero managed to get that one. Tech was not quite able to make that save. You can see him trying to set up to get into position, but Cicero was just able to get there faster. So for the first time, Ravens Red is leading a game with 2-1 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in this particular game. This is game 3 out of a possible game 5. Tech sets it up and not quite able to follow it all the way through. Didn't quite have the angle to do that. Tech with a nice save, and then Nicklet coming in trying to get the follow through. Not able to do that, but sets it up. Tech launching that ball out, bouncing it off of Nicklet, and we are down once again on the Ravens Red side of the field. Nicklet manages to make that save while still on the ground and prevent the ball from getting taken by Cicero. Tech launches it up. It's right off of his head and bounces off of Cicero, who's trying to get there to make the save. So there we go. Nicklet ties it up 2-2 with 1 minute and 12 seconds left. Sidonia almost manages to launch himself into the ball there and launch it in, but manages to thread that needle between both Ravens Red players and the ball. And we are down to 1 minute left with the game tied up 2-2. Is someone going to be able to score another goal here within this? Will IU close out game 3 and make it a clean 3-0? Or is Ravens Red going to be able to take a game and force a game 4? 35 seconds left. Tech setting up a shot. Nick not quite able to get up into the air to hit it back in. Ravens Red does launch it back onto IU's side of the field. Tech bounces it off of Cicero's car. Nicklet comes in and hits it. Sidonia once again contesting in the midfield here, trying to prevent Ravens Red from coming down to their end of the field. Cicero trying to make that. We are going to be down to 1 second. This ball is going to hit the ground, and we are in overtime. So as soon as a goal is scored, this game 3 will end. We are tied up 2-2. Next goal wins the game. If IU gets this goal, they take the match a clean 3-0 against Ravens Red. If Ravens Red is able to take this goal, then they are able to force a game number 4 in this best-of-5 series. Cicero was not able to get the angle there on IU's goal, so IU is still in this particular game. Cydonia launches it over, and Cicero knocks it away. And Soda Sopa manages to get the goal for Ravens Red, so that is 3-2. 39 seconds into overtime, and that takes this series at 2 games for IU, 1 game for Ravens Red. We are about to go into game 4. So let's check out these stats. Once again, we have Ravens, who was able to take far more shots on goal than IU was, and they took the game. And I can hear IU in their team chat taking note of that and wanting to make sure that won't happen again. Alright, I forgot I had to click spectate there again, so held up the game by about 3 seconds. Here we go, first touching going down onto IU's side of the field. Nearly scores an own goal there, but it was just slightly too high. Tech coming up and over, Cydonia not quite able to get into the air, but Nicklet does manage to keep it going down. Cydonia taps it in with an assist from Nicklet, who launches it up into the air. Cydonia gets above it and spikes it down like a volleyball player. All right, 4 minutes, 34 seconds left in this game number 4, and IU is up 1-0. Let's see if they can keep a hold of this lead. One nice thing, unlike soccer, we don't tend to get very low-scoring games here. We tend to keep the scores high. I have not seen... There we go. Cydonia launches it in with a pass from Tech, and Cydonia just kisses it right in. Just the tiniest little touch to redirect its motion, but keep that momentum going. All right, 2-0, 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game. IU once again making another shot on goal, but Soda Sopa was able to get into the way. Tech does try to steal the ball away, but not quite able to do so. All right, Tech picking up that full boost there, launching it up. Cydonia doesn't quite have the angle to make that shot. All right, once again, ball high in the air. Cydonia launching it down, passing it to himself off of the side wall. Tech able to come through, and Nicklet getting into the air. Cicero does manage to launch it back, and Soda Sopa kicks it back onto IU's side of the field. Nicklet doing a nice defensive play, passing it to himself off of the side wall, kicking it out, and Cicero manages to kick it back. Unfortunately, Tech hits it off of Cydonia's car there, which stops its forward momentum. But Cydonia does manage to steal the ball away and just make a long, long ball from over half field, while the entire Ravens Red team was being aggressive and on IU's side. So 3 minutes and 10 seconds left, and IU is up 3-0. Cydonia gets the first touch, and Nicklet in with the save. That was a phenomenal shot by Cicero, but an even better save movement by Nicklet. If Cydonia had gotten that particular touch there, that would have been a 4th goal, but not quite, just missed it. All right, Nicklet once again preventing the forward motion of that ball. Sorcerer does manage to get IU's boost there. I think Sidonia was trying to go for it. So Sidonia might be a little bit low on boost right now, but Tech launching it up over onto the back. But Missile does get the interception. Sidonia comes back through for the assist, and not quite. Once again, Sotosopa gets another boost on IU's side of the field. They might be, IU might be starving for boost a little bit here, but they seem to be doing all right. Nicklet comes in and not quite good for the goal. Nice save by Sotosopa. It was a beautiful shot, but once again, another beautiful save. Sidonia hits it back across to Ravens Red side of the field. Ravens Red trying to get themselves on the board this game at all. So far have not been able to do so. They have only been able to make one shot on goal. Here we have IU once again proving that their aggressive nature and trying to make sure they get the most shots on goal, proving a very effective strategy. Last game, when they were not the one who had the most shots on goal, they were not the ones who won. Unfortunately, both Nick and Tech were going for that ball and got themselves a little bit entangled with each other, unable to follow through on grabbing that ball. Nick being a little judicious with his use of boost there. Missile trying to come in and make the shot, but was not able to do so. We've got 1 minute left, and it is 3-0 for IU. And as soon as I say that, 4-0 for IU. All right, and Sidonia just knocks it into Sotosopa, who was not able to change the direction of that ball. So now we are 4-0, 53 seconds left for IU. Is Ravens Red going to be able to come back and stage a comeback here, at least get 4 goals in 40 seconds in order to at least bring this to overtime? I think they're going to be very hard-pressed to do so with the way that IU has been playing in this particular game. 30 seconds left, 4-0 IU. I fail to see how Ravens Red is going to be able to bring this game back, even if they scored on that shot right there. If Sidonia wasn't there for the save, I don't think that would have been enough. Almost down to 10 seconds. This game is pretty much in the bag for IU. Nicklet trying to get a touch onto it. All right, we are down to 1 second. As soon as this ball hits the ground, that is game. Game 3-1 series for Indiana University, and they move into the winners bracket semifinals. If they win one more game, they are a lock for the league. They are a lock for top 4.
Working.
All right, I'm going to go check in with the team, see when their next scheduled match is, and I will report back. All right, so their next match is scheduled to start in about 10 minutes, possibly 20. They will be playing Colorado. Until that happens, I'm going to mute my mic here and let the music from Rocket League serenade you all. I have just found out that the next round is at 4:40, not at 3:40. I will not be able to broadcast that myself, but I will, through my personal channel, be hosting Nick, who should be able to stream on his own channel. So if you still want to follow IU Rocket League's team, go ahead and take a look at my channel, and I will be doing a hosting of Nick's. So thank you very much, everyone, and have a great day.